Hello students, welcome to a new class with teacher Valerie. Today we are going to talk about conditionals. The conditionals are structures in English that establish what will happen if a certain event takes place or if a certain action is performed. It has an if clause and the main clause. Okay, let's start the class with the warm-up activity. As you can see here, you have 3 verbs. So what you're going to do is to write 4 sentences for each verb. First, for example, verb to see. You're going to write a sentence using simple present, and then simple past, and then present perfect, and then past perfect. The same with the verb to study and the verb to go. And then you are going to share some of your sentences. Okay, these are some of your sentences. With the verb to see, we have I saw a snake in my backyard. Okay, perfect. With the verb to study, I study French on weekends. Great. And with the verb to go, I had gone to the park already. Okay, that's perfect. And the purpose of doing this is because when we study the conditionals, we are going to use all these tenses. So let's start. Let's start with the zero conditional. We use the zero conditional when the result of the condition is always true, like a scientific fact. Notice that we are thinking about the result that it's always true for this condition. The result of the condition is an absolute certainty, so we use the zero conditional for general truths, habits, real world, and scientific facts. Let's see the structure. We have the if clause, the condition, and the result. You can notice that in the condition and in the result, we are going to use simple present. Here we have an example. If you heat ice, it melts. So it's something like it has an obvious result. So remember, simple present in the if clause and simple present in the main clause. Here we have 2 more examples of zero conditional. If it rains, the ground gets wet. As you can see, we are using simple present in both clauses. Second example. If I feel sick, I go to the hospital. Again, simple present in the if clause and simple present in the main clause. Something interesting with the conditionals is that you can invert the clauses. For example, in the first example where it says if it rains the ground gets wet, we can start with the main clause. For example, the ground gets wet if it rains. And the same with the following example. I go to the hospital if I feel sick. First conditional. It is used to talk about things which might happen in the future. Of course, we can know what will happen in the future, but it describes possible things which could easily come true. The structure for the first conditional is if plus the condition and the result. As you can see, in the condition we are going to use simple present, and for the result we are going to use simple future. Will or want plus the verb and infinitive. For example, if you study hard, you will pass the exam. Second example, if you wake up late, you won't catch the bus. Here, 2 more examples using the first conditional. If she comes to my party, I will be very happy. You can see that in the if clause we are using the simple present And for the main clause, we are using the simple future will in this case. Second example, if he cooks chicken, I won't eat. Simple present in the if clause and simple future in the main clause. In this case, won't. Second conditional. We use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. Second conditional for imaginary situations. Notice that in the if clause, this time we are going to use the simple past. And for the result, we are going to use would plus infinitive. Let's see an example. If I won the lottery, I would buy 3 houses. More examples using the second conditional. If I were you, I would quit smoking. Okay, again, in the if clause, we are using simple past, where in this case, and then in the main clause, we are using the would plus the infinitive. The infinitive verb in this case is quit. Second example, if he married Mary, he would be happy. Again, simple past in the if clause, married in this case, and would plus infinitive in the main clause. The infinitive, it is be. Third conditional. It talks about the past. It is used to describe a situation that didn't happen and to imagine the result of this situation. Third conditional. For imaginary situations in the past. So the structure is, in the if clause, we are going to use the past perfect. And for the main class, we are going to use would or wouldn't plus have plus the verb using the past participle. See the example. If the weather had been good, we would have gone to the beach. Some examples using the third conditional. If we had taken a taxi, we wouldn't have missed the plane. As you can see in the if clause, we are using the past perfect, had taken, and for the main clause, we are using wouldn't plus have plus past participle, which is missed. In the second example, if they had studied, they would have passed the exam. Past perfect in the if clause, and in the main clause, would plus have plus past participle, which is past. And now you are going to practice. What you are going to do is to label each sentence with 0, first, second, or third conditional. Let's see the answer in the next slide. Okay, in the first sentence, we have the 0 conditional because we have simple present in both clauses. In the second, the third conditional because in the if clause, we are using the past perfect, and in the main clause, we are using would plus have plus past participle. In the third, first conditional, there is simple present and simple future. Fourth, simple past plus would plus infinitive, making it second conditional. In the fifth, the third conditional, because in the if clause we have the past perfect, and in the main clause, wouldn't plus have plus the past participle. For homework, what you're going to do is to create a sentence for each picture. You can use 0, first, second, or third conditional. Use your creativity. See you in the next class, and thanks for attending.